Welcome back to the MadTechTalk. Today I'm gonna review the CMF Phone 2 Pro by Nothing. And this is actually the phone which is, I think, the most affordable phone of the 2025 with literally a spec which is kind of like almost high-end going into, top flagships. And we'll do a short unboxing and I'm going to talk to you about the details and the unique functions of this phone. One of the things which I very much like about it is that it is, I would say, a flagship phone because it's CMF Phone 2 Pro. It's not actually a top phone by a company called Nothing. Their main phone is actually the Nothing Phone 3A and the 3E Pro. This is like a sub-brand which they're doing, which is extremely affordable with an amazing spec. Let's dig into it. So in the box we actually have the USB-C cable, USB-C to USB-C, and I can see that there is also the SIM ejector, which is like a very cute red, like orange thingy. Look at that. Let's talk some spec with this phone. So this is a 6.77-inch AMOLED display with the 120 Hz refresh rate and a 3000 nits. It runs the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 processor, and it also comes with 128 gig or up to 256 gig of storage, which I think it's pretty decent. The cool thing is also it has a 5000 mAh battery, so this is something which I think most of the phones should have right now, and I think it should be a standard. It runs the NothingOS, which is based on the Android 15, so it's their own OS with their kind of a special theme and the special functions, which I think is pretty cool. But the general feel of the phone is that it's very light. When it comes to the cameras, we have the 50 megapixel main camera, 50 megapixel the telephoto camera, and the 8 megapixel wide camera, and also have a front selfie camera of 12 megapixel, which I think is general decent. So what we're gonna do, we'll do a short test as well, and I'm gonna show you the feel of the phone by itself. So what's cool about this phone is that you're getting kind of like a very high-end spec, the very fast feel of the phone, high processor, huge battery for 220 pounds for the 128 gig version and 250 pounds for the 256 gig version. But what's very cool and unique about this phone, which I think it's extremely, it's amazing, it has expandable storage, so you can put the micro SD card here and put up to 2 terabytes of extra storage. That's insane. I think that's very cool. I think this is the most affordable phone of 2025 because it comes with everything kind of you need. This is their kind of OS. So obviously it's Android based, their kind of theme, it's a dark theme, which looks, I think, very cool, very nice. It's like distraction-less in a way, so it's very simple, very nice. This is obviously on the dark mode as well. So this phone also comes with the function called the Essential Space. And this is a cool thing because, for example, if you're scrolling something through the internet, right? And maybe you want to remember something, I don't know. There's a cool note and you want to make a screenshot about it. So look, this phone has a special button right here. So you have 2 buttons on the side. One is kind of to wake and put the phone to sleep, and the second one is going to the essential space. And look what it does. If I press it once, it'll just grab a screenshot and allows you to add a note to that screenshot. If I hold it, then I can record a voice note. And look, this is a voice note about this kind of a screenshot, which I'm doing right now. Thank you for making a note for that. And now boom, it will go to that essential space. And now look, if I go to that essential space, which is right here, I have all my notes and my voice notes all in one place. This is very cool thing. So look, the voice notes are automatically, if you're in English, automatically transcribed, so you can actually see what you were talking about. And I think this is cool because it kind of creates a space for you, which is, you know, kind of helping you to do more, kind of organize your thoughts, and often kind of do things which, you know, you would forget normally to do, and you have everything in one place. And I think this is just cool because when it comes to the language detection, I can see it supports many different languages. It says on auto-detect, but it has English, like, and many different languages. Obviously not all of them, right? But I can see that there are many languages kind of available, which I think it's very cool because it kind of makes it, you know, awesome for everyone. And like with that, on top of it, I can see that it has the MagSafe, so it doesn't have a wireless charging. This is a challenge. I think it could be a little bit better. It has a, it can be charged wired up to 33 watts and doesn't have a wireless charging. But funny thing, it has a MagSafe, so that means you can actually connect a device which has a MagSafe option on it, and you know, just, you know, attach to it to the back. So if you have some cases or you have some kind of accessories which you often use, you can attach it like to an iPhone or a Samsung, which I think is pretty cool. It's definitely something which, you know, lots of the phone are not doing right now, and I think they should, because, you know, this is I think a cool phone which is, you know, making kind of a very interesting ways, because obviously if you are, you know, looking for a phone and you're looking for a phone which you can use for the next few years, which is a new phone, so it's not like a used phone, but it has a very high-end spec, that I think this is one of those. Let's test out the cameras. So let me actually grab a look at the cameras right now. So we're gonna look at the first camera, which is the normal photo camera, which is 50 megapixel. Then we're going to go for the 0.6, which is that ultra wide. Yeah, it's alright, but honestly, that 50 megapixel is actually doing a decent photo. And 2 times zoom. Oh wait, there's something happening here. Ah, there is some, I think there is some kind of some AI attached to it, because it kind of changed a bit, but it's cool. I think it's decent. It's a very, very cool option. So I can see that, you know, I can also set the quality for the 50 megapixel. Nice, that is decent, very decent quality. So when it comes to the video, I can see that I can record on this phone the 1080p for 60 Hz, for 60 FPS and 30 FPS, which I think is very decent, very nice. I can see that there's also a 4K, which is only with the 30 refresh rate. It's decent. Yeah, it is nice. Like my display is actually well lit, so it's very, very cool, so you can actually see that, you know. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so when you go to more option, you probably can see it more, better here. You have the slow-mo, time-lapse, pano, and expert, so like many different options kind of to choose from. And also we have the portrait, so we can, you know, grab a look at the portrait mode. And there is a night mode as well. So I would have to actually, let me turn off the light. This is a pretty decent photo, you know, for a night mode. It's very actually nice. I think it's very decent. One last thing, it's obviously the selfie. Let's check out the selfie. So, grabbing the selfie, honestly, the selfie camera is actually very decent. I can expand the view as well a little bit. No, the detail is actually very good here. When it comes to the video, so I can see it's 1080p with 30 FPS, so it's good. The colors are very vibrant on the selfie video. So I'm gonna record now, and yeah, they're very, very vibrant. They're a bit darker, I see right now, but it is definitely decent. So yeah, I like it. I very much like it. And if we go to more, yeah, this is the panorama slow-mo, pretty decent. So what is this expert mode? One last thing which we're gonna check is the expert mode. So expert mode actually allows you to have all the kind of manual setups. If you want to set, ISO or AF, like it's all here. And I think that's pretty cool, So when it comes to unique functions of this phone, it has something called a RAM booster. So within the RAM booster, I can see that currently it's set on 2 GB of RAM, and you can set it on the 8 GB of RAM of the RAM booster, which will literally expand after the rebooting and occupy some storage. So they recommend to use this feature only when there is enough space available on your device. I think that's decent, with the 120 Hz refresh rate and that option to kind of boost your RAM. I think that's pretty cool. So when it comes to security, I can see that obviously there's a screen lock, the fingerprint, and the face unlock. So obviously with the fingerprint, I'm interested how would it actually work. So I'm gonna set quickly the pattern. So I can see that the fingerprint is actually, the setup is actually right here, which is very cool. I very much like the fingerprint which are built inside in the screen. This is very cool. This is something which I totally miss in the iPhones and I love in the Samsungs. Let's check out how quickly it actually reacts. Ooh, this is fast. Okay, the fingerprint works very smooth and very fast. Let me quickly check how the Face ID reacts to it. Is it nice and smooth? Okay, so the face one works very, very fast. I am actually positively impressed. So now let's go into gaming and actually see how the game will run and what will be the feel of the phone as well. So I think that feel here is very, very smooth. Like it is actually very cool. Yeah, it's like, it's very sensitive. Like the actual touch, it's very sensitive. I very much like it. Yeah, it is decent. Yeah, it is nice. I do like it. I do like it. Let's see if it's, if it's actually warming up. But for now, it's cool as a cucumber. Winner, chicken dinner. I can see that if I swipe, I also have the game dashboard. So within the game dashboard, there's like optimization, achievement, leaderboards, and YouTube Live. So obviously, yeah, that's pretty decent. So let's check out the last thing, which is obviously YouTube, right? So I want to see how the YouTube actually works and what is the kind of a sound quality as well here, Let me check it out. Decent. So obviously stereo. Yeah, that is nice. What's the loudness? I put on max. Okay, I think it's pretty cool. So, just final thoughts on this phone. Do I like it? Honestly, I think I love it. For £220, I think it's a total kind of bargain. And I think that Nothing with the CMF phone did an amazing job. Putting so much spec in such a price, it's pretty cool. I very much like it. This is a very cool phone. I'm very happy that, I actually had a friend who borrowed it to me and I could review it for you guys. I will bring more of those tech in the future. And remember, if you like those videos, just hit that like and subscribe so you're up to date with all the tips and hacks and the devices. And see you in the next video. Take care.
MadTechTalk, tech so fly. Breaking down gear, let's amplify. Sub like, don't miss a thing. Tech reviews with a little bling. We out for now, but stay tuned. More fire tech is dropping soon.